here to bring light to a probably not so light subject. Part of the reason I chose the 28th today is because 28th of March is my dad's birthday, and but like he's no longer around, and but it's my way of like kind of commemorating him. But I also like, I'm a big sap for animals, and I've just lost my dog as well. So so kind of they were my best friends. So sad but true. And so this poem is about both of them, and it is with a light touch. So don't worry. Hopefully you won't get depressed. Been thinking a lot about my best friends. One of mine passed this week. I had a best friend with 4 legs and a best friend with 2. Both could have rotten tempers and equally open and generous hearts. Both had a silly sense of humour and both were furry. One was my dog and the other was my dad. In fact, my dad had the edge in the furry stakes. Rommel would wait for me in the agilities tunnel until I caught up. My dad read every book on my A-level English reading list just so we could discuss the characters and compare notes. Rommel curled against me like a small guardian when I was sick. My dad drove out to see me Morris dance. Yes, I have Morris danced. Even when he fought his cancer. My dad was not a dog and my dog was not my dad. I'm not so confused, but they had crisscrossing qualities. They loved me unconditionally with my imperfections, forgave me within minutes. They both showed an irrepressible exuberance for life that sucked you in. And I knew some kind of impromptu adventure was on the cards every time. I taught my dad how to dance to Acid House in the back of the living room. On my 31st birthday, giggling and stoned, we hitched a Catherine wheel to a trellis and accidentally burnt down the dry clematis. He taught me that age is just a number and play is for everyone. Rommel taught me that knees are for sitting on and not just some old joint that bends to facilitate movement, and for sleeping on and snoring on, and the only acceptable break was for making him dinner. The best antidote for a bad day was watching a squirrel sat high on a branch spit at him in revolt as he yapped in pursuit at the bottom of a tree. I learned from Rommel that waking every morning with arms waving upstretched, sporting a giddy upside-down grin just as the first song creeps through the curtains is the only way to greet the day. He did better sun salutations than yogi masters and was an expert on the cycles of coffee machines, washing machines, whether you'd lock the door or not, and which microwave or kettle to buy. Because believe me, if it made the wrong noise, he'd let you know. I still make terrible puns because my dad and I shared this joy. The awfulness made it funnier. I still think no nails is a reasonable DIY option, and a brew beer in my dad's old fermenting bin on which he used no nails to jerry-rig an airlock. One with 2 legs, one with 4 legs. Both brave, both protective, both bursting into the world like baby dinosaurs. And claiming their space like only those who break the mould can. They never met, but would have met their match. My mad, badass, bodacious best friends, now stars in the night sky.